Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetsflip.com, and today we are here at the Karbonn event in New Delhi, and we have the Karbonn Titanium Octane phone with us. This is a 5-inch HD display phone. It has a 720p display, not a full high definition display, an IPS panel, and again the kind of viewing angles you have on this panel are pretty good. You can view the screen from extreme angles, and again the display will look pretty good. You can see the display from extreme angles without any issues. As far as the thickness of this phone is concerned, this phone is around 7.9mm thick. In terms of the weight, it is not too heavy. It feels like around 130 to 150 gram in terms of the weight. Again, we will confirm that later on once we do the full review of this phone. As far as internal storage is concerned, it has 16 GB of internal storage, 1 GB of RAM, and the build quality this device has is also pretty good. The back cover is removable. You can remove the back cover to see the phone from the back side, and I can show you. So once you remove the back cover, you will see the slot for the SIM card. This is the SIM card 1 slot, the SIM card 2 slot is over here, and the SIM card 2 slot is kind of hot swappable, but again I don't think you will be able to remove the SIM card. You have a micro SD memory card over here to expand the storage of the device, and again we will confirm that whether you can install applications on the micro SD memory card. This is a prototype device, so not a final device. This device will come to the Indian market for a pretty affordable price of 14,419, and it has a MediaTek 6592 1.7 GHz octa-core chipset on this device, and Karbonn has made this device available. Karbonn is going to make this device available in the market at a pretty affordable price, I would say. That is 14,490, which is a very affordable price for which you can actually buy the octa-core chipset MediaTek 6592 clocked at 1.7 GHz. When it comes to the version of Android this device is running, all the phones that Karbonn Titanium Hexa, Octane and Octane Plus are running on 4.4 KitKat, so which is also a good thing. And again, when we talk about the rear camera on this device is a 13 megapixel autofocus camera with LED flash, as you can see, and it can record high definition video at 720p as well as at 1080p. So again, we are not sure about the 1080p, but it can again record the 720p video. That is something which we can confirm. But this chipset can actually encode the 1080p videos as well, so it should be able to do that. We will confirm that once we do the full review. As far as RAM is concerned, we have 1 GB of RAM on this device. The kind of camera UI we have is again the MediaTek UI which we have seen earlier on the other MediaTek 6589 devices and some other devices. So it is the same kind of UI which we have on this device as well. This device is not a full-fledged device, it is a prototype device, so it is not a final ready device. The final ready device will come to the Indian market in first week of April for a price of MRP 14,490. The battery on this device is a 2000 mAh lithium-ion battery. And again, you can actually remove the battery as well from the phone. As far as sensors are concerned, you have magnetic sensor, gyro sensor, light sensor, proximity sensor, gravity sensor. You have support for 3G as well with a speed of 42.2 Mbps. As far as download is concerned, you have a power and sleep key over here. On the top, you have the 3.5mm audio jack. You have a secondary microphone for noise cancellation and video chat. 13 megapixel camera, LED flash, Karbonn branding over here. At the bottom, you have the micro USB port for data syncing and charging, and you have a primary microphone as well on this device. Again, the primary microphone and the combination of secondary microphone will give you proper noise cancellation in video chat as well as in voice calling. Over here, you have the power and sleep key. Again, these buttons are plastic but gives you good amount of feedback. And again, if we take a look over the front side has a camera, which is the front camera, which is a 5 megapixel quick focus camera which we have on this device. You have a nice metallic earpiece over here, and at the bottom you have the touch capacitor buttons which are there within the body of the phone, not within the display. And again, the kind of color it has, it gives you a very vibrant look. It is very easy to hold in one hand, unlike the other 5-inch phones which we have seen earlier. So this is a phone which you can easily carry in your hand. Again, one-handed usage is going to be limited, but the kind of design it has as far as back cover is concerned is pretty good. It makes it pretty handy phone. You can easily carry this phone around with you. The kind of thickness it has is around 7.9mm, which is the exact thickness of this device, and the device is fairly thin, I would say. You can easily carry this device in your pocket, in your jeans pocket, anywhere with you without any issues. The weight of the device is also kind of light. As far as the modes in the camera is concerned, you have smile detection with auto capture, object tracking is there, face detection mode is also there, and you have panorama mode also supported, and you do have voice capture also supported. Taking a look over the UI which we have on this device as of now is stock Android. It might be slightly customized when this device comes to Indian market, but again, this is a prototype device, so it is having stock Android. Taking a look over the settings, as you can see, once we go into the about phone, the version of Android which is running on this device on the prototype one is 4.2.2, but Karbonn has actually promised that they will roll out this device with 4.4 KitKat. which is going to come in the market, and that will be the final device which will have KitKat. But this one has Android 4.2 as of now, as you can see. Taking a look over the storage scenario, let me just show you the storage as well. So this will remain same either on the prototype or the final version. That the storage which we have on this device is 16 GB, out of which around 1.97 plus 11.67 GB is available to the user. So that means you can actually install applications not only on the phone memory. You have slightly around 12 to 13 GB available on the phone memory, and you do have support for changing the default writers. So once you insert an SD card, you can actually select the SD card to install the applications, and you can move applications from the phone memory to the SD card, which is supported on this device, which is definitely a good thing. As far as other things are concerned, let me just show you some other options as well. As far as RAM is concerned, let me just show you the RAM. So we have around 1 GB of RAM on this device, and out of 1 GB of RAM, as of now, 507 MB of RAM is free, whereas 435 MB of RAM is being used. So you have fairly good amount of free RAM available on this device, and the device is responsive. There is no problem with the device. As far as display settings is concerned, display settings have support for automatic brightness as well, as you can see, and wallpapers, when it comes to support video wallpapers as well. Apart from the static and live wallpapers, video wallpapers are also supported. When we take a look over the other settings on this device, let me just go back. So again, this is a prototype device, so that is why it is giving some kind of hiccups. But again, this device is not the final device, so you should not worry. As far as wireless display is concerned, you have support for wireless display as well. Let me just go into the audio profile settings. So under audio profile settings, again on this chipset, the MediaTek 6592 chipset, they have provided the two enhancement options. Not only the enhancement option is available for the earphone to enhance the quality of sound from the earphone, which will come within the package of the phone, but you can also enhance the quality of sound, the loudness of sound, with the volume booster option over here for the loudspeaker. So the loudspeaker on this device is actually at the back side over here, as you can see. And again, when you place the device like this on a table, like flat on the back, the sound will get muffled. It will get blocked as well to an extent, but still you will be you will be able to hear the sound. That is something which we have experienced. We have just tested the loudspeaker as well on this device, and the loudspeaker is pretty loud. I would say not too loud. As far as other settings are concerned, taking a look over the phone dialer, this is how the phone dialer looks like. And again, you do not have the option of making a video call from the phone dialer. Taking a look over the messaging application, and again, these things might get changed. So we are just giving you an overview of the messaging application. So messaging application on this one is stock Android, but on the final one it might be something different. But the kind of interface it has when it comes to the keyboard keys are pretty big in size, so you can easily type on this device without any issues. You do not have continuous input supported or swipe type supported on this device. That is something which we can confirm. But again, you can install third-party custom keyboards for that. When it comes to the file manager, you do have file manager, FM radio is also there, and then you have other applications which come from Google. You have over-the-air updates supported on this device. So the kind of ROM it has, it actually supports over-the-air update and other useful applications which will come pre-installed, including the Google application which also comes pre-installed. As you can see, you have a video player and all of the regular applications which you see on the stock ROM of Google for these phones. And when it comes to the camera, let me just show you the camera interface as of now. So let me just take a photo of a bottle over here in this kind of a lighting. Again, we do not have good amount of light over here in this scenario, but we are just going to take this photo. You do have autofocus and tap to focus as well while taking a photo from this device. Let me just take this photo and show it to you. So this is how the photo looks like. The photo looks pretty good in terms of the, you can say, colors. The colors are okay, not too good, I would say. You can compare it with the actual object over there. The colors are much better, which you can notice on the actual object. But in this kind of lighting scenario, there is slightly oversaturation which is happening with the colors. And again, when it comes to the details are good. Details, I would say, are good enough in this kind of a lighting scenario from this device as far as the camera is concerned. Let me just show you the interface of the camera and options. So here we have the interface, and let me just show you the UI, the view from the front camera. So this is how the view will look like from the front camera. The front camera has a pretty good quality. You can do a good quality video chat, if not the high definition, but I think it should support the high definition quality as well. We will confirm that later. You have support for panorama mode. You have live photo mode supported, in which you can actually take photos with the help of a live animation. So you can create GIF photos as well in this way in the live photo mode. You have HDR mode supported. You have video and audio mode supported. Let me just show you the settings for the camera. So once you go into the settings, here we have the photo settings. You have voice capture supported, face detection is there, HDR mode is there, continuous shot up to 99 shots maximum can be taken. The maximum picture size is 6 megapixel on this one. However, this is a prototype device, so the camera on this device is a 13 megapixel rear camera, which we have, but this is a prototype device, so it is not actually capable of taking photos at that resolution because it is downgraded to an extent. But the final device will have the option of taking photos at 13 megapixel, 8 megapixel and 6 megapixel as well. Talking about the video settings, here we have the video settings. The electronic image stabilization is also there. You have video quality, which can be set to high. You can record high definition videos on this device at 720p. As 1080p videos you can also record, but we will confirm that later. We are not very much sure about the 1080p video recording capability of this device. So in all, this device looks pretty good. The kind of build quality it has is quite decent, which come from Karbonn. This is going to come to the Indian market in first week of April, and the kind of build quality it has is something which really impresses me. And again, the form factor of the phone is also good. It is not a very big phone. Again, the rounded edges of the phone makes it quite good to hold in one hand. You can easily hold this device in one hand. This device is a little bit larger in terms of the vertical height, but again, that is not much of a problem. The thickness of the device is also kind of thin, that is 7.9 millimeter, which makes this device quite slim and light in weight. So in all, we would like to give a thumbs up to the Karbonn titanium Octane phone. This looks like a pretty decent phone. They do have another phone in this series which is called the Octane Plus. We will just show you that one right now, and that device has a little bit better hardware specification. The only difference in this one and that one is going to be the kind of resolution you have as far as display is concerned. There are some other differences as well, but the major difference is this. So the major difference in between these two phones is going to be the resolution. This one is having a 720p resolution, whereas the Octane Plus has a 1080p resolution, a full high definition screen resolution. When it comes to the chipset remains the same. The thickness is slightly lesser on the Octane Plus, which is 7.6 millimeter, whereas this is 7.9 millimeter. And when it comes to the internal storage remains the same. The RAM is upgraded on the Octane Plus, which is 2 GB. On this one it is 1 GB. The front camera on the Octane Plus is 8 megapixel and the rear camera is 16 megapixel, whereas on this one the front camera is 5 megapixel and the rear camera is 13 megapixel. So again, there are slight amount of upgradations on the Octane Plus, and there is a slight amount of price change as well. This one is available for a price, going to be available for a MRP of 40,490, whereas the Octane Plus is going to be available for a price of 17,990. So that's all from us as far as the quick hands-on review of the Karbonn Titanium Octane. This looks like a pretty decent device. Do let us know if you have any specific questions for this device. We would love to help you. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.